Welcome to another recap. This beautiful girl is called Emmanuelle. She is kind and innocent by nature. She believes in all good things. She gets up early every morning and hums a little song to make a hearty breakfast. Today, her friend sent her a few artistic photos. Emmanuelle was very excited after reading them. The main reason was that she would travel to Bangkok with her husband. Her husband, a guy who is a diplomat, was enjoying a Thai massage with his friends at this time. Looking at the two girls in front of him, Agay's heart was pure. He was willing to give them more money in exchange for a physical release. However, his and Emmanuelle's plane was about to take off, and they had to go. Thailand is a free and romantic country. Agay has many friends here, including local officials and some wealthy businessmen. The couple drove a convertible together and passed through the crowded streets of Thailand. Many Thai people came to see it. After all, this kind of cool convertible sports car is really rare. They took out local specialties and warmly entertained Emmanuelle. But he had never seen such primitive folk customs, and he didn't dare to open his eyes. Fortunately, a guy came back and drove to the manor where they were going to vacation. The housekeeper and the maid had already prepared to receive the couple. The environment here was very elegant, and once belonged to a local princess. Agui took a lot of effort to rent this place. Emmanuelle felt the customs of this foreign country and couldn't help but linger with her husband. Under the mother-in-law, their figures were looming and looked very beautiful. Even the housekeeper and the maid outside the door couldn't help but hug and kiss each other, running and hiding in the banana garden. Seeing the housekeeper's extremely impatient look, the maid had to let him vent his desire on her body. He felt intense pleasure and was addicted to it. The next day, the neighbors invited Emmanuelle to a party at home. There were many French people on vacation here, and everyone gossiped about various things together. Emmanuelle was originally very happy to introduce her marriage to everyone. Suddenly, a woman said that she had a one-night stand with Agay before. Emmanuelle was not angry after hearing this, but thought that she was loyal. Everyone couldn't help laughing when they heard Emmanuelle's point of view, thinking that all women would have an affair, not to mention that she had a husband like Agui. The female neighbor saw that Emmanuelle was a little unhappy, so she came over to chat with her. She couldn't help asking Emmanuelle if she wanted to have a night of fun with her. Emmanuelle had never experienced the pleasure of two women, and she didn't refuse her. She just jumped into the swimming pool. She was like a happy elf in the water, playing wantonly. At this time, a girl named Anki also jumped into the water. She came to Emmanuelle again and asked to visit her home. Emmanuelle readily agreed. The next afternoon, Anki came across their house and happened to meet Agui, who was out. Looking at this beautiful girl, Agui couldn't help but feel amorous. Anki was curious about everything and slowly visited the room. Emmanuelle, who was lying on the bed taking a nap, heard the movement and was very happy to see Anki, but she had a question. Why did Anki always eat a lollipop? Anki explained that it was because it could attract older men. Emmanuelle had never seen such a cheerful girl. The two of them went to the balcony to see the scenery. Angie took off her shirt naturally and sat on the swing to play. She slowly unbuttoned her shorts. In front of Emmanuelle, she caressed herself like this. She was completely immersed in it. On the contrary, Emmanuelle was a little shy. Looking at the beautiful girl in front of her, she seemed a little unacceptable. But Angie said that she had done this when she was 12 years old. Emmanuelle told the story of herself and Agay. Everything was normal. Agay always told Emmanuelle that we were both free, but Emmanuelle had never cheated on her husband. Speaking of this, Emmanuelle also began to try to caress herself. Gradually, she became fascinated by this behavior. Soon, Emmanuelle boarded the return flight. Please subscribe if you want more recap.